In what areas of your life do you feel held back by self-doubt or limiting beliefs? How do you think past experiences have shaped your current beliefs and behaviors? What is a recurring thought or belief that you have about yourself and how it might be influencing your actions? Today, in the podcast, we will answer these and other questions all about the subconscious mind. And I hope that you are ready to touch into this topic that has become very popular nowadays. But before we dive in, I want to remind you of several things. Are you part of the newsletter? I send a weekly newsletter, not only reminding you of the weekly episode, but I also include motivation, coaching tips, and resources that you can use on how to create a life that resonates and it's in alignment to who you truly are. So make sure that you are signed up. Also, the private Facebook group, Rewired to Align, is open and ready for you to jump in. It's a great opportunity to meet other beautiful souls like you that are in this amazing journey of self-discovery. This is your tribe, friend. These are the people. You just have to answer 3 simple questions to join and boom, you're in. And last but not least, are you looking to get clarity or get unstuck or simply curious about what coaching can do for you? Well, sessions are open Tuesdays and Thursdays, only on a limited number. So if you're looking to move the needle forward in your life, this is your sign to do so. And all of these links are going to be in the show notes for you so that you can check it out and join me. Join in this magnificent journey of self-discovery. Now, let's get to this episode about the subconscious mind. Hello, beautiful soul. What beliefs do you hold about yourself that might be limiting your potential? In what areas of your life do you feel you are not living authentically? What fears prevent you from expressing your true self? In what ways do you feel disconnected from your higher self, and what beliefs contribute to this disconnection? Welcome to NeuroSoulSync, a podcast that blends neuroscience and spirituality, exploring the connection of our spiritual and emotional lives with the neuroscience of our bodies and brain. I'm Michelle Marie, your host, certified spiritual neurocoach, IVF twin mompreneur, lover of human design, and all things personal development. A few years ago, I felt exactly like that, yearning to live on purpose and authentically. I wanted to live fearlessly, prioritizing my needs and creating a life aligned to my core values and beliefs. And I was able to master this through neuroplasticity, spirituality, energetics, and the exact simple tools I will share with you here. I believe that when we are in alignment with who we are, life transforms from stuck and resistant to a journey of flow, impacting not only ourselves, but the collective consciousness. So if you're ready to get in the driver's seat of your life, live with authenticity, and discover simple yet powerful solutions that will guide you from feeling stuck to fulfill, this is your sacred space. Let's get ready to vibe high, align, and manifest. Welcome to the podcast, beautiful soul. Welcome to NeuroSoulSync. How are you doing this beautiful Tuesday morning? And what is one thing that you are grateful for at this very moment? This is something that I do every morning. I bring the grateful practice and I also bring affirmations. And I make sure that I say to myself that today is going to be a great day. So you can say that to yourself every morning. I am grateful to be here with you. And I am also grateful for the Summer Reset Challenge that just happened this summer. The last episode for that aired last Tuesday. It was great to do 8 weeks of transformation to reset yourself, right? Do you feel better? Remember to let me know your feedback about this journey. I love hearing from you. It helps me in creating content that serves you. And also you can go back. It starts on episode 28, if I'm not mistaken, episode 28, and it goes for 8 weeks if you ever need a reset. Another time that you can do a reset, which is amazing, is fall, because as you know, fall is the time to let go. It's that time where we're preparing ourselves to go into winter and then have that pause, and then spring is where we bloom. So fall is a great time to also do the Summer Reset Challenge. You can go back to episode 28. All right, let's talk about the subconscious mind. How comfortable do you feel exploring this aspect of your mind? What do you think is the biggest obstacle preventing you from tapping into your subconscious mind potential? Even though the concept of the subconscious mind is mostly attributed to psychologists Freud and Jung, and is super popular nowadays. If you go into Instagram and you check out one post of the subconscious mind, you're going to see that the algorithm is going to bring you more of that, and it's a topic that everybody's talking about nowadays. But even though its popularity, ancient Greek philosophers like Plato and Aristotle speculated about a realm of the mind beyond conscious awareness. Also, you probably have heard that 95% of your life is created by your subconscious mind. Well, friend, according to neuroscience research, it is true. All this means is that a large portion of what we do, feel, and think is driven by processes outside our conscious awareness. How about that for an awakening, my friend? This is why today in the episode, we're going to explore several things. We're going to explore what is the subconscious mind in a more detailed explanation. How does it influence our lives, and how can we work with it to make all those improvements we want in order to live happier? And this is going to be more like a NEUROESSENTIALS type of episode. I'm not going into spirituality here. I'm going more into the neuroscience and what you need to know, very practical, so that you can understand better and that you can use this information and harness the power to create the life that you want. And let me tell you a secret, because I always start with a story. Well, maybe it's not a secret since I always come up here every week to talk, but here it is. Before I decided to jump into this soul-led career of coaching, and maybe I told you this before, I was a realtor for 20 years. I had a pleasant and successful time in that moment of my life. Like, I love what I did, when I decided to go all into this calling, because this calling has been in my head for so many years, but I didn't have the courage to do so. But when I did have the courage to jump in, all of a sudden, because it's something that I don't know, it's something brand new to me, and it's something that I truly, truly, truly love, all of a sudden I started feeling like doubtful about myself. I started feeling fear. And then with that came self-sabotage about the process, about taking the classes and doing the work and the certifications and all that. I was procrastinating everything. So I said to myself, I cannot do this by myself. I need help. So I hire a coach. And why did I decide to hire a coach? Because I knew deep inside that there was something deeper in my subconscious that I needed to heal, something that I was not going to be able to do by myself. I needed some kind of direction. Yes, friend, coaches need coaches. We all need accountability, and we all want to move the needle forward in our life. And in order to do so, we need help sometimes, right? If we want to achieve something. The thing is that still today, I am working with a coach. Because as I progress into this practice, I notice new things coming up, and I am a woman of action and want to tackle this so I can receive more and be more open to receive the level of success and abundance that I want in this new venture. And I am telling you this story because I know for sure that you probably find yourself sometimes sabotaging your process or procrastinating that thing, even though it's good for you, or probably stuck in a rut or relationship or work, even though you know that it has run its course. Have you taken the time to truly look deep and find out why are you doing that? Sometimes we're afraid of opening the can of worms and looking into it because it means that we have to go back sometimes to situations and remembering things that were very hurtful for us or people that hurt us. So I understand. However, I want you to know that once you do clear all this in your subconscious, you're going to be able to receive and expand more. So everything lies in your subconscious. So let's understand how this works. The subconscious mind isn't localized to a single brain area, but rather involves various interconnected brain regions. Key areas include the amygdala, which I talked to you before, an almond-shaped structure in the brain, which is crucial for emotions and survival instincts, and the limbic system, which is involved in emotional responses and memory. And if you go back into the podcast, you're going to see in the catalog, you can look for NEUROESSENTIALS. And over there, you're going to find different episodes that talk about these particular areas. So what is the subconscious? Picture it as that hidden part of your mind that often operates out of your awareness, while your conscious mind is busy handling the thoughts you actively think about every day. Now, imagine your subconscious as a powerful database. It's like a treasure box filled with a lifetime of memories, of emotions, and beliefs. It shapes who you are even when you don't realize it. What's truly fascinating is how this subconscious influences our lives in profound ways. It plays a crucial role in shaping our reactions, our emotional responses, and even the choices we make on a daily basis. Yes, friend, this is true. And it is very important for us to understand the magnitude this has in our life. For example, did you know that processes like breathing, your heart rate, and many of your habits are all managed by this? It's like an autopilot. So while we might not always be aware of it, our subconscious is constantly at work, guiding us in ways that can be both powerful and a little bit scary. Think about it. What about the traumas we've experienced in childhood and the defensive mechanism we developed to feel safe? Yes, those very experiences are running part of the show. This is why it's important for us to actively work on our programming. By understanding and addressing our subconscious, we can make positive changes and take control of our lives. Isn't that empowering? And that's what this podcast and my coaching practice is all about. Empowering you to take control of your life, to elevate your experience, to up level to the next big thing, to align to your authenticity, to peel off the layers of all those conditionings that have been building in your life for so many years and get back to your true self. Before we move forward, I want to take time to invite you to leave me a review of the podcast, because this is the way that you can support me, and it's the way that other people find this amazing information that I'm putting out there for people to enjoy and to also use it to transform their lives and reach their potential. So I want to make sure that after you listen to this episode, you go into where it says write a review. Wherever you're listening, you can listen in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere that you're listening, and leave me a review. It will help others find the podcast, and it will also make me very, very happy. And also remind you about the private Facebook community that you can join. It's called We Wired to Align. After you answer those 3 questions, you can join in and find other people that are in the same journey. It's your tribe, the people that are in this journey of self-development, of up-leveling, of elevating their lives. So I'm going to link everything in the show notes for you. Now, let's go back to the episode to see how the subconscious mind influences our lives. The subconscious mind is a powerful layer that works behind the scenes, filtering and interpreting information from the world around us, okay? Remember the reticular activating system? Okay, keep that in mind. This process is largely shaped by our past experiences and the beliefs we ingrain over time. And these are the layers that we have and the ones that I'm talking about that we have to peel off. Now, here's where your reticular activating system come into play. It's like the spotlight in your mind, highlighting what's important based on what you've experienced before. If you're curious about harnessing the power of your reticular activating system, I'm going to point you out that you can listen to episode 23, where we dive in deeper into this topic. Think about your daily routines, those repetitive actions that become so ingrained in you. This is your subconscious at work, leading to automatic behaviors and habits. Yes, we're talking about habit formation here, but it doesn't stop there. Our past traumas, our unresolved emotions can also find a home in your subconscious. They influence how we react in various situations and our relationship with others. You know those moments when you feel triggered by someone, especially those we love the most, our kids, our significant others, our best friends, and find yourself reacting in a way that doesn't quite feel like you? That's your subconscious speaking. And let's not forget about limiting beliefs. Many negative beliefs formed during childhood or through previous experiences can be stored in your subconscious, impacting your self esteem and your potential for growth. Welcome to the world of limiting beliefs, right? The good news is the following, that when you understand and you work with your subconscious, you can start reprogramming those limiting beliefs. And this is when you can work with me. Because as I said before in the beginning of the episode, we all need accountability if we want to reach the next level, or better yet, if we want to elevate or up level. That should be the name of a coaching offer. Let me point that out and let me write it down. Anyway, reprogramming your limiting beliefs is a great way for you to harness the power of your subconscious to achieve all your goals, to break free from all your limitations, and to move forward in life. Because at the end of the day, we want to create lives that we are happy with, that we are happy living. Yes. It's all about taking that step toward growth and empowerment. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes for you to work with me if you want an accountability partner that is going to be there for you, looking for your blind spots and helping you grow. Okay, beautiful soul. Now that we know what is the subconscious and how it relates to our lives, let's find out how to harness the power so we can become conscious creators of our lives instead of being in automatic pilot. If you have pen and paper, this is the time, because I'm going to give you 5 ways you can do this. So make sure to grab pen and paper, and if not, come back to this moment in the episode. Number 1 is awareness, and this is where it all starts. Besides accepting yourself where you are, you just have to become aware. Now that you know all this information, you cannot know this information, right? When you know, you know. And what I mean is, now you don't have an excuse. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your reactions to situations and people. Identify any negative or limiting belief. Look for the root cause of that belief and challenge it. Is it really true? Once you challenge it, you can let it go and reframe it by creating a positive affirmation, right? So when you are having a discussion with somebody, especially if it's your spouse or your significant other or your parents, because this is where we get mostly trigger. Look, why are you being triggered? Is it really what they said? Or is it because it's hurting a part of you? It's bringing a part of you that is from, I don't know, a previous experience, or maybe it goes all the way back to your childhood, because not everything is in our childhood, right? Sometimes it's experiences that we've been burned before. So we have to really be very aware where this is coming from. After we reframe it, right? We challenge it, we reframe it, and we create this positive affirmation. That's the next step, that positive affirmation. Let's talk about the power of your conscious thoughts and actions. Did you know that they can reprogram your subconscious mind? That's right. A single positive message or affirmation can transform how you feel. It can help heal past traumas and change those habits that keep our lives stuck. Now, here's how you can harness this power. Use your conscious mind to set clear expectations for what you want to happen in your life. For instance, when you hit a roadblock, tell yourself, even though I've done this in the past, I no longer do it now. This simple shift in language can create a powerful impact, because it's going to propel you to take a different action. And that's how we rewire. We have to be very consistent doing this. Your subconscious mind is always listening, friend. It has absorbed everything you've ever experienced over time. As you consistently reinforce these new messages, your subconscious will start to follow suit. It will let go of all those old habits because it found a new way of thinking and behaving. The key here is repetition and consistency. Our brain loves repetition. It loves it. Number 3, you can create positive routines that are going to reinforce the positive behaviors in your subconscious. Align your behaviors and actions with your core values and goals. And if you're not clear about core values, episode number 9, and I'm going to link it in the show notes, will help you to find out those core values. Number 4, you can visualize your goals. If you want to be a better communicator, not only do you have to act like one, but you also have to visualize yourself as if you're already a great communicator. You can spend time every day picturing your desired outcome vividly. Put emotion into it. And you know that I have told you before in other episodes that when you visualize, and this is part of the summer reset as well, but other episodes have talked about this, the feeling is the secret sauce. The feeling is the secret sauce. If you go to the catalog for the podcast, you're going to see all the episodes on manifestation, and all of them talk about the feeling. So you can go back to those. And last but not least, meditate. Take some time to meditate at least once a day. Take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. Why? Because this practice quiets the mind and it allows you to connect to your subconscious. And by creating this space for reflection, you can gain insights into your thoughts and feelings, uncovering patterns that may be influencing your behavior. You know how it is. Silence is amazing because all the downloads happens in silence, and we are very guilty of, we live in a society that, that keeps us in a hamster wheel of productivity, which is not true. We need silence. We need to take a pause. We need to go inside, go inward in order for us to listen better to ourselves. Okay, beautiful soul, that's everything I have for you this week. That's short and sweet, but impactful. We discussed what is the subconscious mind, how it relates to our lives, and I gave you 5 ways you can start working with it to create the life that you want. And if you do this and you are consistent, you're going to see changes in your life. You don't have to do it all. You can start with, choose one aspect of your life that you want to work in and then dedicate yourself to discover the limiting belief that is holding you back and work with those 5 ways I said to start reframing everything and start turning things around in your life. Listen, it takes commitment and it takes consistency. You just have to do it like Nike. Just do it. Start today. You can start by being aware. And this is a super first step because sometimes we go into autopilot and we are not aware. So being aware is a beautiful first step. The awareness step is amazing because it's actually looking at your behaviors and your reactions and ponder on it, right? And that, my friend, it's a great start. Now, before I leave you, I want to take a moment and let you know that you can reply to my email or send me a DM and let me know how this episode served and bless you. My favorite hangout is on Instagram, and you can find me at Michelle Mari Pacheco. Just go ahead and find me there. And also on my website, where you can find a lot of freebies and you can learn how to work with me. Also there, you're going to see the tab for the community, and you can also shop my favorites. It's michellemaripacheco.com. I will make sure to leave all the links for you in the show notes, including the ones for the past episodes I mentioned, so you can go back and listen, and also for the catalog, just in case you want to check all the other episodes out. And before I forget, if you want to take a deep dive into your subconscious, into this subject, I will also leave the link to my Amazon storefront, where one of my lists is books. And there are several books that you can use here and read about the subconscious mind. Okay, now it's time for me to go. It is my wish that this episode serves and blesses you. Remember, living in alignment is a journey. Embrace each moment as a choice to connect deeper to your true self. Until next time, keep syncing your mind and your beautiful soul to create a life in alignment. I'm sending you love. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I love creating it. If what you heard helped you, the number one way you can thank me is by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. My mission is that you feel empowered and more spiritually connected after listening, so your feedback means the world to me. Just scroll down to where it says write a review and leave me yours. And if you love what NeuroSoulSync is about, please share with your family and friends. I believe the world becomes a better place when we come together collectively to make the change. I look forward to be with you next week.